Imagine waking up tomorrow. You reach for your phone. Your thumb automatically searches for Instagram, TikTok, X, or Facebook. But the apps are gone. At first, it feels strange, almost uncomfortable. Then something unexpected begins happening inside your brain. Not overnight, but day by day. Your attention changes. Your sleep changes. Your stress changes. Even the way your brain responds to rewards begins to shift. Today, we'll walk through exactly what science says happens when you stop using social media, from the first 24 hours to several weeks later. Let's start with day one. Day one. Your brain wants a reward. The first thing many people notice isn't freedom, it's cravings. You may unlock your phone without thinking, open the same spot where Instagram used to be, or instinctively reach for your phone during every tiny moment of boredom. This isn't because you're addicted in the same way as drugs. It's because your brain has learned a habit. Social media provides unpredictable rewards. Maybe there's a funny video. Maybe someone liked your post. Maybe there's an exciting message. Maybe nothing. That unpredictability is exactly what keeps us checking. Psychologists call this a variable reward schedule. It's the same learning principle that makes slot machines so compelling. Your brain learns, what if the next swipe gives me something amazing? So, during day one, your brain keeps expecting those rewards, even when they're no longer available. That's why the urge feels so automatic. Days 2 to 3, dopamine starts rebalancing. Let's clear up one of the biggest myths. People often say social media destroys dopamine. That's not how dopamine works. Dopamine isn't simply the brain's pleasure chemical. It's more closely related to motivation and learning. It helps your brain notice things that might be rewarding and encourages you to seek them again. When social media constantly provides novelty, new videos, new comments, new headlines, new notifications, your brain repeatedly learns that checking your phone might lead to something rewarding. After stopping, those constant reward cues disappear. Many people temporarily feel bored. Food seems less exciting. Work feels harder. Time moves slower. This doesn't necessarily mean dopamine levels have crashed. It's more likely that your brain is adjusting to the sudden loss of rapid, highly stimulating rewards. Fortunately, this adjustment usually doesn't last forever. Days 4 to 7, your attention starts returning. This is where many people notice the first meaningful changes. Reading becomes easier. Watching an entire movie feels easier. Working for longer periods becomes possible. Why? Because social media constantly trains rapid attention shifts. Swipe, scroll, like, next, next, next. Each piece of content lasts only seconds. Over time, your brain becomes extremely practiced at switching attention, not necessarily at sustaining it. When you remove endless scrolling, you're giving your attention system fewer reasons to constantly jump. You're not suddenly becoming smarter. You're simply interrupting a habit of continuous distraction. Studies have found that even the mere presence of a smartphone can reduce available attention during demanding tasks. Removing frequent phone checking often reduces interruptions, allowing people to stay focused longer. Week 2. Sleep often improves. One of the biggest improvements people report is better sleep. There are several reasons. First, many people scroll right before bed. That delays sleep because just 5 minutes often becomes 30 or 60. Second, bright screens at night can delay melatonin production, making it harder to fall asleep. Third, emotional content keeps the brain active. A stressful news story, an argument, an exciting video. Your brain doesn't instantly switch into sleep mode after intense stimulation. Without late-night scrolling, many people naturally fall asleep earlier and spend less time lying awake. Better sleep doesn't just improve energy, it also supports memory, emotional regulation, learning, and attention the following day. Week 3. Stress may begin falling. Now something interesting happens. Many people feel mentally quieter, not because life became easier, but because they're consuming fewer emotional triggers every hour. Think about a typical feed: bad news, political arguments, perfect vacation photos, celebrity drama, financial anxiety, health scares. Repeat hundreds of times, even if you don't consciously care. Your brain is constantly processing all of it. This contributes to what's sometimes called information overload. Reducing that constant stream may lower feelings of mental exhaustion for some people. Research also suggests that reducing social media use can improve well-being for certain individuals, especially those who are spending several hours per day on these platforms. Week 4. Your reward system expands. Here's one of the biggest long-term changes. Small things become rewarding again. A walk, cooking, reading, talking with friends, exercise, music. These activities may initially seem less stimulating than endless scrolling. But over time, many people find them more satisfying. Unlike social media, these experiences usually require effort before they become rewarding. Exercise feels difficult, then rewarding. Learning feels frustrating, and then rewarding. Building a skill takes weeks, but the satisfaction lasts much longer. Your brain begins reconnecting reward with real-world experiences instead of constant digital novelty. Not necessarily. If someone only spends 20 minutes a day on social media, they might notice almost no difference. If another person spends 6 hours a day scrolling, the changes may feel dramatic. The effects also depend on how you use social media. Messaging close friends is different from endlessly consuming short videos. Learning new skills is different from doom scrolling. The goal isn't necessarily to eliminate social media forever. It's to use it intentionally instead of automatically. Your brain is incredibly adaptable. The habits you repeat every day slowly shape what your attention notices, what motivates you, and how you spend your time. Stopping social media for a few weeks won't transform your life overnight, but it can give your brain something increasingly rare: longer periods of uninterrupted attention, better sleep, less constant stimulation, and the chance to enjoy slower, deeper rewards again. If you've ever taken a break from social media, I'd love to hear your experience. What changed first? Let everyone know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more science-backed explanations about the brain, habits, and human behavior. Thanks for watching.